Do you feel tired and struggle to wake up early in the morning? Often hitting that snooze button so you could get an extra 10 minutes of sleep. And the next thing you know, half hour has passed and you are now running late. In this video, I will share with you 6 tips that has worked for me to help you wake up early and be more productive in the morning. And by the way, if you're new here, my name is Chong, and on this channel we talk about productivity, lifestyle and so much more. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe. It will help the channel tremendously. Before we dive in, we need to understand why we have the desire to hit the snooze button and fall back asleep. We know that sleep is an essential function that helps our brain and body to recharge, so naturally our body wants to rest and repair any damaged cells after a long day's work. So our body develops a protective mechanism called sleep inertia to help maintain our sleep during moments of unwanted wakings, like our neighbor's dog barking in the middle of the night. Sleep inertia generally lasts 15 to 60 minutes after the initial waking. Therefore, it is during this sleep inertia period that we have the highest tendency to hit that snooze button, and it is also our body's most challenging period where we battle to wake up. So what can we do about it? Firstly, disrupt your body's temperature by increasing the room temperature to be warmer so that it is above your ideal sleep temperature. Anything above 25 degrees Celsius so that it is warmer than usual. This naturally disrupts your sleep. Use a timer and set it up so that it warms the room half hour before your planned wake time. It is currently winter and freezing in Australia. Most people struggle to get out of bed in the morning because it is way too cold. By warming up the room, this eases the transition to get out of bed. Aside from that, pull back the curtains to get some sunlight. Light exposure suppresses melatonin, which is a sleep hormone our body produces. Even if it's sitting by the window for a few minutes to get some sun, this helps your body to start the awakening process. And yes, you can use light instead of sound to wake you up. Installing smart lights in your room works the same as having sunlight where you can schedule to have it switched on in the morning. 2. Know your motivation. To make any changes in your life, including waking up early in the morning, you need to be clear to yourself why it is important to you. Are you planning to fit some exercise before work? Do you want to get up in time to have breakfast with your family? Or just to have some time to prepare and plan for your day instead of constantly rushing out the door? Once you crystallize your reasons, take a further step by writing it down, sharing it with a family or friend that you want to make things happen, and stop procrastinating. Self-motivation and knowing you are accountable for your own action helps as much as an alarm clock. 3. Not to mention the obvious, but go to bed earlier. Sometimes, resisting the temptation to hit the snooze button requires getting enough sleep. You can do this by adjusting your sleep schedule so you are able to have at least 6 to 7 hours of high-quality sleep. This includes having a proper nighttime routine, not eating immediately before bedtime, not having screen time immediately before bedtime, sleeping in a dark room at the most ideal temperature, etc. When you have high-quality sleep, you will wake up feeling refreshed and less likely to hit that snooze button. 4. Simplify your morning routine. A complex and strenuous morning routine can be demotivating, and no one looks forward to that in the morning. Consider simplifying and trimming down your morning routine so that it is almost mechanical. Have your bathroom vanity tidy and ready where items are easily accessible. Have your clothes ready the night before so you reduce the number of decisions you have to make in the morning. Consider a simple, light and easy breakfast that is easy to prepare and tastes good. If you are a coffee person, invest in a good coffee machine to save time and cost in the long run. Essentially, plan ahead so you actually look forward to your morning routine. Keeping yourself organized in the morning helps to build confidence that you have things under control and a sense that you are being productive and winning the morning chores. On the flip side, rushing out the door in the morning causes a sense of anxiety and unnecessary stress. 5. Strive for consistency. Many of us wake up at drastically different times on weekdays versus weekends. This can shift our internal clock and cause a phenomenon known as social jet lag. Social jet lag can negatively impact your health and make your goal of getting up early in the morning more difficult. If you are sleeping in on weekends until 10 AM and planning to wake up at 6 AM on weekdays, that is a 4-hour difference, which is probably going to shock your body's circadian rhythm. My preference is to wake up at the same time every day, regardless if it's a weekend or weekday. Find a time that suits your lifestyle. This is because your body naturally craves consistency. So if you want to establish a long-term habit of waking up early in the morning, you need to be relatively consistent with it 7 days a week. Lastly, 6. Change your sleep schedule gradually. It's much easier to develop a new habit of waking up early if you give your body time to gradually adapt. It is generally recommended to move your wake time 15 minutes every week until you reach your goal. One of the things you need to remember is that change takes time and forming habits takes time if you want to set yourself up for success. As the saying goes, success comes to those who have the willpower to win over their snooze buttons. And that's it. I hope you've learned something new today, and I will continue to remind you to start making things happen. Until then, signing off for now.